Hi, it's Bruce Linton from the Father's Forum with a Minute in Fatherhood. And today I'm going to talk about being a good enough parent, being a good enough dad. And that was the subject that we talked about in the group recently. And I asked the dads what would be a quality that you would feel would be something that you would aspire to for a good enough dad. And some of the things that came up were patience, joy, kindness, and empathy. So let me make one thing clear. The idea of a good enough dad is that we're never going to be the perfect parent we would like to be, and that it's always an ongoing process, and these are things we aspire to. And I thought the quality that the dads brought up, joy, how important it is that we as fathers can convey to our kids a sense of joy, because with that comes hope. It doesn't mean we're always happy or joyful, but it means we're able to have a sense of hope. And that, as a quality, is something for a good enough parent that would really be something that your kid would kind of absorb and would be very helpful as they begin to deal with the complicated difficulties that life has in store for all of us. And of course, patience, that's always an ongoing practice, right? Can I be a little more patient today than I was yesterday? And kindness, that idea of kindness, that's a um, very personal quality that we all encounter in our own lives. And how can we develop kindness? I mean, that's sort of a centerpiece of the Buddhist teachings around compassion and metta practice. But this idea of being a kind person is something we're continually working on, and is an important quality of what makes us a good enough, not a perfect, but a good enough parent. And the final quality that was one that came out of the group was the idea of empathy. And empathy has been something I've spoken about here before, but how that is a developmental process in our lives where we continue to understand how our behavior impacts others, but more important, how the person and how our children are talking about what it feels like for them. Being able to understand the feelings of our child separate from our own feelings. We may be very excited about them playing a particular sport, baseball, tennis, soccer. Think it'd be really good for them. They'd really enjoy it. Can we really hear what it means to them? I mean, maybe they're a more introverted child, or maybe they're more connected with something else. Can we really listen to what they're saying and hear what it means for them? And that, I think, is a quality that if we learn that from our children, and it's such a great gift to us in our lives. And I always say I know the perfect way to be a dad with my kids now that they've completely grown up and are on their own. I can think back and say, oh, I should have pushed a little harder there, or I shouldn't have pushed so hard in this other case. So there's always that quality of you never get it. I never really got it perfect. But when I look at my kids, I see what great, wonderful, really caring people they are. So I feel so good about that. And I often wonder, in the whole process of parenting, I hope I passed some things on to my kids that were helpful, but I can't help but feel I learned so much more from them. So again, being a father is a great opportunity to learn a lot about yourself, and being a good enough parent, and not a perfect parent, is something we all aspire to. Okay, take care. This has been Bruce Linton from the Father's Forum with a Minute in Fatherhood. Take care now. Bye-bye.